In this video, we're talking about how you can properly level your microphone and use something called a compressor so that your lowest sounds and your loudest sounds can be put into a box where the viewers can still hear you above your game or your music or whatever you're doing. That's what we're tackling today, and let's get straight into it. What you're looking at right now is actually Rode Central, and I'm just showing you this because I'm using the SM7B and I have processing off. If it was on, this is what processing sounds like when it's on, and this is what it sounds like when it's off. So this is completely raw audio right now. So the first thing we're going to do is actually go into settings, and we're actually going to go to audio and then meters. Now I'm going to point you up to where I'm talking about this. You can see we're under my mic aux. You actually see where the yellow is between 20 and then just under -10, and then from around -8 and up is all red. And this is a really good thing to see because you do want to aim around -8 decibels for the average part of your voice, around -12 to -8. That's what I recommend. And this is a good visual for that. However, some of you might have or might have not have changed it in the past to True Peak, which is what I use, which actually puts the red all the way up because there are times that sounds can be louder than that, but you don't want them to peak. And we'll talk about how to make sure that you don't blow out the microphone and also your listeners' ears. So what we're going to do is talk about the filter for today, and that is the compressor. So for your microphone, you're going to right click and go to filters, and you're going to see I have nothing here right now. Again, you're hearing raw what's coming through. Now what we're going to do is add a filter, and we're going to add a compressor. All right, so here's a compressor and it's already active. I'm going to turn it off so you can see what it's like without the compressor. And then you can see ratio, threshold, attack, release, and output gain. Let's talk about what a compressor does first. So first off, what a compressor does is it takes your audio signal, and let's say that this is where it's at. But when you get really loud, your volume goes up to here, and when you're really soft, your volume is down here. The goal is that we're going to take that range, smush it together so that your louds, you're still loud and we still get the emotion, but we're not peaking the microphone. And when you're soft, anything that's really low is still going to be audible to your audience. So we're going to bring that up. So it's compressing the sound to a smaller gap. Now, sometimes when we compress, we then have to boost our level back up, and that's the output gain on the actual filter. That's usually called makeup gain. So what we have for the compressor filter is ratio, threshold, attack, release, and output gain, which is that makeup gain we just mentioned a second ago, and then sidechain ducking source, which we'll also talk about in just a minute. So what we have is ratio is how much it actually impacts and compresses your voice. So what we're going to do is actually put this at 4. Most things for voice is around 4 when it comes to a compressor. However, you can play with this number however much you want, but if it's at 1, there is no compression, so you're not achieving anything here. I would say 4 is a great place to start. The next thing is to actually adjust your threshold, and you're hearing real-time adjustments, by the way. Threshold is how much or how quickly that activates. And as I actually lower this down to around -25, I've gotten softer. But, and this is what you're going to hear, if I whisper, which is what I'm whispering right now, or if I get really loud, I'm about the same volume regardless. However, I am quieter. So now, as you can see up here, I'm about a -20, -15, -18 average. I'm actually going to put an output gain on here of about maybe 5 or so. That gets me closer to around -10, which is where I kind of want to be, -10-ish, 8-ish, 12-ish on average. And this is kind of what it would sound like. Again, I could be really loud or I can be really soft and whisper, and I'm still audible. I'm going to do the same test without it. I can be really loud, which I just peaked my microphone, by the way, or I can be really soft. And you can see the wide range of dynamics that's there. So the compressor, when I turn it on, is going to do that. Now this will adjust any kind of EQ you've done, and also everything inside this stacks from the top down. So whatever filter you put after this will adjust after the compressor or before it, etc. So there's one thing we want to do is actually add a limiter and make sure we don't cross into peaking land. So what we're going to do is actually set this limiter to around -1, -2, and the release we can leave alone. What a limiter does is, it doesn't matter how loud I get, it's going to stop the sound regardless at this decibel. And you could really set this at like -8, so nothing ever goes above that, which is a good thing to try out. But I think the dynamics for what you're using when you're actually doing voice is important. So I would say -2, -1 is a good place to be. That's the filter. However, here's a really cool use that people don't use it for. So I'm technically done. I've compressed my voice. You can go watch my EQ video on how to actually adjust the sound of your microphone. Fixes it really quick, by the way. But what we're actually going to do is add an audio output capture. And I'm going to call this Spotify. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to choose my wavelength music. Boop, 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 boop. Right. And here's wavelength music that has now popped in. And so what's happening right now is I'm actually going to hit play on the music. And we're just going to let that come through. We're going to do Stream Beats from Harris Heller. This is his hi-fi playlist. Now I'm going to manually pull it down, right? And the benefit there is I've got it around -30 dB, which is a pretty good place for music to sit. And this sounds pretty good. However, when I stop talking, that music is still at 30 dB. Now you could apply what's about to happen to anything. You could apply it to game, music, it doesn't matter. However, watch this. Under Spotify, I'm actually going to go to filters. I'm going to add a compressor. And what I'm going to do is change sidechain ducking source, and I'm going to choose my microphone. So now it's going to listen to the microphone, and every time it has signal, it will lower the volume of the music and then bring it back up when I'm not speaking. Watch this. I'm going to actually take the ratio and bump it up to around like 20-ish or so. I'm going to lower the threshold, and then I'm actually going to increase the release to about 300 and the attack to about 100. Now I'm going to take the Spotify, I'm going to bring it up to, I don't know, maybe about here, and I'm going to stop talking. When I start talking, you're going to see that that music lowers down to around -25. Now I might want to go in here and adjust this just a little bit more, and that would be by adjusting the threshold down. That's how much it's actually going to be sensitive and how much it's going to adjust the ending part of that sound, okay? So you can see the music was up like a -5, and now when I talk, it drops down to -30. When I stop, it instantly increases back up again. And it has this really cool fading effect, which is based upon all of those releases and attacks. So if you want it to have a sharper cut, you would make the attack shorter. If you want it to have a longer like fade in, you're gonna make the release longer. So let's maybe do 600 milliseconds and maybe the attack a little bit less. I want it to be really drastic. It fades in smooth, but cuts down really quick. Here's an example. I've changed to a different song that's kind of a little bit more upbeat. It faded in, and as I talk, it instantly cuts down to around -30. Then when I stop, it's back up again. Again, you can apply this to your game sound as well, which is really cool. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please make sure you hit the like button down in the description. It would really help out the channel. And check out this video on how to EQ your microphone and make it go from sounding flat and dull to really exciting, boomy, really packs a punch. Sounds great for your viewers. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.